So this is the extent of my chisels and my files. You don't need a lot to be able to create some great things. Now, grain is really important here. We know that the grain is running this way, and unfortunately this is a kind of a flat grain, and I prefer more vertical. It's important to know which way the grain is running before you carve so you don't break off big chunks. And up here, because the grain is running this way, I'll carve down. You'll see that as I'm going along. Same thing here, because if I start carving up this way and the grain running this way, it's a good chance I might break that off. So grain is important. Once you get it started, you usually keep it on the run. It's going to be a little different when you hit your glue joint too, because you have to go through the glue. Now right here it'd be real easy to blow a piece out. So you want to be real gentle. And be careful not to hit this one. So you could hear that snap right there. And just do it this way. Now you want to make sure that you, what you got underneath you're not going to use on something later, because you'll end up with little nick marks here and there. So I use this piece of MDO as a tabletop all the time, so I'm not real worried about it. And in these areas you have to be particularly careful, because if you hit this real hard and jab that, it'll break it off, and you don't want that. Okay, another point I wanted to make, when that I've got this vein drawn in here, this is going to be cut from this angle. We're just going to roll right up along this. If it's close, okay, if you kind of get off track, don't worry about it. Now, to do the other side, we need to go in the other direction. Let's see if I can do it so you can see it on the camera here. It's okay to make it bigger at first. Probably a good idea, because you can narrow this up as you go along. But you don't want it too narrow, because you want people to be able to see it. You get down here, go in this direction if you can, because what you don't want to do is push this and have it go where you don't want it to. Sometimes the blade will stick a little bit. I'm trying to do this for the camera. That's one of the issues I'm having here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just going to go in a little bit, peel this out of here. And you can see that vein is starting to define itself a little bit. It's not real expensive to, you don't need stones and all that stuff. Those who want to obviously can use that. It's a great method. But if you're in a production shop, sometimes it's not too conducive to it's not very profitable. What I'm going to show you is a way that's profitable. Okay, I'll see when I get some more of this carved. This section right over here is is pretty tough. I don't know if it's a different grain or what, but I bought a rubber mallet, and so you just set it and tap it down through. That's it. Okay, I'll be back. As you can see, we are starting to get some shape going here. So I really need to figure out what I'm going to do, if I'm going to cut these or exactly what I'm going to do there. So I will let you know what's happening as soon as I figure it out. Okay, I've decided to cut these pieces out. Okay, the first thing we want to do is always put on your safety glasses. I've mentioned that the past few times here, but always wear safety glasses to protect your eyes. And make sure your drill is plugged in. Now it's spinning in the right direction here. So what we're going to do is, remember when we're cutting in these places, slow and steady wins the race. So what we're going to do is, we're going to punch a hole here. What I'm going to try to do is, I'm going to try these 3 spots and leave these 2. I'm not sure how it's going to look, but let's give it a shot. Okay, we have the jigsaw ready. Remember, slow and steady wins the race here. Okay, I'll see you when I have the rest of it done. As you can see, it's taking shape really well now. Almost done. So I believe we have it right there, and I haven't decided here yet. Kind of like it like that. This is a little more, bit more of a mass, but if I do cut this out, then it will help as far as the weight of the bracket compared to the sign goes. So I'll decide that in a while. So as you can see, I decided to cut those 2 sections out, and this is the rough carving on one side, and then this is just starting to sand it, getting ready for paint. So I hope you'll join me in part 4 to see the finished sign.